I'm in a hotel. I'm gonna be here overnight, and then I'm going over to Toyota City to take a tour of their factory, and then I'm gonna come back here, and then take the bullet train out to Tokyo. I think the Toyota City's only like half an hour away from here, whereas I think Tokyo's like 2 hours or something like that by bullet train. So that's what I got going tomorrow. After that, I'll be in Tokyo for 10 days until the 8th. I think maybe the 10 days starts today. I don't know. But yeah, had a lot of fun in Kyoto. It was an amazing city, lots of fun people. Had a great time with all the people that we was in the study group, and all the teachers were great. It was a great time. I actually really liked Kyoto. I think that that was a good place to have studied. I think all the other cities that I've seen, like we've seen Osaka, and I've seen a little bit of Nagoya as I was trying to find a hotel here, and I think that Kyoto is the city that I would have preferred to have visited. I went all right because I'm on my own right now, so I did all right getting here. I had to take 2 subways and then the bullet train to get here. The second subway, I wasn't quite sure if I was on the right train. I stepped off, and it turns out I was on the right train, so I had to wait another 10 minutes until the next one came along. And then it took me a minute to figure out which Shinkansen I was supposed to be on the bullet train. But that worked out fine. I had to wash a pair of shorts this morning because I spilled some yogurt on them. And so I had a little plastic bag with wet shorts in my entire trip here. And so they're hanging up in the bathroom here. I'll give you a tour of my tiny little apartment. This is a businessman's hotel, so I think it's close to a professional. Got tires, desk, and stuff. Internet was working for me earlier when I was down in the lobby, like Wi-Fi. But my laptop doesn't have the LAN cable connection to do like a hard wire to the internet, so I can't connect to the internet in the room, which kind of sucks. The pillow there, they had like a rack downstairs where you would select the hardness of the pillow that you wanted and then bring it up to your room. I thought that was interesting. I'm not sure. It's the first time I've seen that. And we got our little space capsule bathroom here. Tiny little cafe. Got the toilet, sink, towels, and soap, I think, and then there's my pants. And a tiny little shower. Tiny little shower. Yeah, I guess it's like an efficiency thing. I'm paying $50 a night for this. It's nice. But yeah, so I'm super excited for tomorrow. I guess some things that I left out from the last video, because the last video was right in the middle of that trip, that 3-day trip. And so I think the next day we stayed at like this historical village. It's called Shirakawa-go? Shirakawa-go. And like that was really neat because like it was like a really old village. It's like almost all of the temples and things that we visited are called UNESCO sites. It's like I think it's like a United Nations protected historical site. And so like the village was all like old style Japanese architecture with like the thatch roofing and stuff, and then like there was like a little historical section of the town where like you could go and like look at old buildings where they would be used for like things like silk harvesting and stuff like that. And then tried to go to that onsen, but I don't know, I didn't really want to pay for it. And they had one outside that was supposed to be free, but they turned it off, so I went out and went to go look for fireflies. There were some fireflies in the river nearby. Not in the river, but you know, nearby. Yesterday, the day before yesterday when we got back, the day before yesterday we went to this last temple. I can't even remember the name of it, but I think it's the temple that you see the girl go to in Memoirs of a Geisha, and it's like the one where she goes when she's like a little kid and she like wants to make her wish, and I don't know. But the temple's like picturesque thing is that it's like it's got this path that goes up the side of the mountain that has like the torii gates, right? It's like that stylized orange gate that you see that's like Japanese, um, and they have I think it says that they have 1,000 of them, but I think that like when they said that they counted them and it comes up closer to 10,000 of them. There are a lot of these gates, and it's like gate after gate after gate after gate after gate. And like I have some pictures of it and some video, and I'll post that when I get done with the trip. But that was really pretty. Um, Got all the way to the top. That took like I think 3 hours, and it was like baking hot. Got some shade from the trees, and the altitude was kind of nice, but it's a little cooler near the top, but it was still really hot. Went out and had like a going away dinner last night. That was really awesome. We went to one of those places where they like give you raw meat and raw vegetables, and then there's like a little grill in the center of the table, and then you cook your own food. And then we went to this other place after that, and it was like a dessert shop, and there were plastic models of all of their dessert items in the front lobby, and there was just like a bookshelf full of like glass dishes with ice cream of various sorts in it. It was like amazing to look at the display. I mean, the menu was like 4 pages long of like this big pictures of ice cream. It was really amazing because I think we had all eaten way too much before that anyway, and then we went over to that place and we're like, how are we gonna eat all this food? Like most of us, I don't even think half of us finished our ice cream, but it was really good. And so yeah, and then this morning we all packed up, and I think the 3 girls went off to the airport in Osaka, and they're on a plane right now. Lyman is off doing his own thing. I think he's taking trains and planes and automobiles all across Japan. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but that's how it's going so far. Let's see if I have anything else to talk about. Let's see if I forgot anything. I have a culture note about the 7-Elevens here. We've been like basically living out of 7-Elevens, like not really, because like there was like a grocery store called the Seiyu that we think was actually a Walmart in disguise. We went in there for a lot of our grocery stuff, but like when we're like, oh, I want breakfast and I forgot to buy something, we go to the 7-Eleven, or like, I want something to drink, and go to the 7-Eleven. See you guys in a bit. We had like 2 of them that were like right next to our house, and they're like all over the cities everywhere. But they have this like thing that's like in their advertisement. There's like a group of like 7 or 8 guys that like show up on their advertisement. They all have headshots like right in a row. It looks like there's like a 7-Eleven boy band or something like that. It's kind of strange. Let's see. Oh, when I was in Shirakawa-go, everyone was getting settled in the hotel, and I just decided to wander around the little village because it was really pretty. And I saw this fox following this guy around. I thought that was really cool. It didn't have like a puffy tail. Its tail was really skinny, but it still had like that fox face. And then I think it left the guy, and then it ran into somebody's garden, and it was like eating a tomato or something like that. He probably wasn't supposed to be there. I followed him around for a little bit. He was a little skittish, but he kind of stuck around for a minute. And then I think he rolled around in the dust on somebody's porch. He was really happy. And then I tried to like go back and get people like, hey, come look at this fox. It's really cool. And it had disappeared by the time I came back. So fox, it's like just for me kind of fox. So that was neat. So we've been doing like a picture journal, right? And so it's like I've been doing people for my picture journal. We already finished and turned it in and stuff. So I'll post up the album when I can get some internet that's stable. And it's kind of like playing Pokemon Snapshot. It's like it's at that Pokemon game where you like you roll on a mine cart or something like that, and you're supposed to like take pictures of all the Pokemon in the mine or whatever, and or wherever you're driving through, and it's like it felt very much like that, where you'd get like sort of an achievement for every like stereotypical type of Japanese person or interaction that you got from your camera. Um, that was really fun. I had a lot of fun with that project, so I hope you guys enjoy the pictures that I put up. I don't think that I've put up any pictures yet that are in that portfolio. There's only like 30 of them. But I think that's it for right now. Post this video as soon as I can. Not that you'll only see it after I posted stuff, even though I said that. But that's what's going on. So let's get a nap here, I guess. I was thinking about going out to explore the area, but I don't feel like getting lost. Oh, I did actually get lost coming out of the station. I thought that I was exiting out of the northwest end of the station. Turns out it was the southeast end. I ran into a Kinko's that actually said Kinko's above it. Like, in America, they spent a buttload of money when FedEx bought Kinko's to change all of the FedEx Kinko's into FedEx Office, which is a really stupid move. I was like, oh, there's a Kinko's. There's like an original Kinko's. It says Kinko's, not FedEx Kinko's, not FedEx Office, FedEx Kinko's. And I went in there, and the lady in there was really nice, and she printed me out like a more detailed map than the one that I had, and helped me find out that I was on the wrong end of the train station. So that was really nice. But I'm all good now.